Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, NBC Lifestyles Diary. My name is Marie. I love cooking and entertaining. I love traveling, cultural events, and fashion. Today I'm taking you on another retrospective of my first trip to France. The opening pictures, you're seeing the classic French scenes. You're seeing the Opera Garnier. You're seeing me at the Procop. All these landmarks. The Procop is the famous oldest restaurant in Paris, which served Napoleon and Voltaire and even Benjamin Franklin. You're seeing Notre Dame. This was a Trafalgar Tour, which was called the Best of France. And it took you to all the major cities and all the major highlights. So we started off in Paris. We went to Bonn. We went to Lyon. We stopped at the French Riviera, which means we saw Monaco and Nice. Then we traveled to Avignon, where the Pope had set up a second palace. While in exile from Italy, we went to the town of Arles. We saw Carcassonne. We went to Lourdes. We went to Biarritz, Bordeaux, the Dordogne Valley, up to the Loire Valley, and the beaches of Normandy. As I said, this was quite an extensive trip, sometimes covering 2 or 3 cities in a day, and it was an overview. The best of France, a taste of France. There were only 1 or 2 places that we got to stay a while, and that was in Nice, that was in Bordeaux, that was in Biarritz. A lot of the days started at 8 a.m. and finished at 8 p.m. The Trafalgar Tour, what's nice about it is that somebody carries your luggage to your room and brings it back down to the bus. Since this was my first trip to France, it was interesting to do it big. This was Nice. We also fell in love with Nice. That water was incredible, and the vibe of the city was so great and relaxed. We then went on to Arles and saw the ancient ruins, and we also saw the actual apartment that Van Gogh lived in. We walked some of the markets. We found out about the Roman soldiers that occupied Arles. It was just nice contrast between a big and a small town. We also went to Avignon and found out that when the Pope was in exile, he set up his palace there. And there's also a great theater festival that occurs there. We went to Carcassonne, which was an ancient castle. And it's called Carcassonne after the woman that got everybody into that castle and strategized how to defeat the enemy. We passed wonderful wine vineyards. We were going through wine country. We were passing through Burgundy and Rhone. This is Lourdes, which is a wonderful pilgrimage site. I felt very moved there. And then we went on to Biarritz, which was quite glamorous with its beautiful casino. It was quite a breathtaking area. And you saw the Spanish influence in that town because the borders do tend to blur. Here's the beach, and as you can tell, it's a surfing town, and here's a view of the casino. We went to the town of Bordeaux, where the famous Spanish painter Goya retired with his much younger maid. That was a beautiful city. And here's a statue of Goya. We also got to see a beautiful wedding in that town and managed to take pictures of the beautiful historic church. I really did enjoy Bordeaux. We went to a wine cave where we learned about the grape varieties and did a wine tasting. That was Bordeaux as we were leaving and heading to the Dordogne Valley, where we were going to take a boat ride on that river and look at the prehistoric caves and what was famous for the cave drawings. It was a very eventful trip, and we also went and saw different chateaus in the area. After visiting chateaus, we got to spend the night at a chateau, and they had a very nice group dinner for us. This is me at the Chateau de Fille, and it's really very beautiful. It's pictured worldwide for its gardens and its structure. This is Saint Michel, which is a famous landmark because you can only go there during the day, and you have to leave before nightfall when the ocean comes in, and it's a surrounded island. Then we went to Normandy, where I discovered that France gave that parcel of land to the United States because so many soldiers were lost there. We also visited the gardens of Monet, and it's literally his paintings come to life. And we returned back to Paris, where we then booked our own bicycle tour to the Palace of Versailles. And we got to see some additional Paris landmarks. As I said, this was an overview, and it was a nice way to pick the cities that you would like to return to. And of course, we returned to Paris over and over again. And we also went to Nice. I would have liked to visit Bordeaux. It was quite an interesting town. I did fall in love with France because of this tour. Just the beauty, the history. I'd like to remind you, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe and like.